we do is we do what's called pull down the heavens. We're entering our practice time, so breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out. So when shake our hands loosely. This is called shake the 9 gates. When you do medical qigong, what happens is you're trying to get energy and fluids to move through your body and to balance your body out, different parts of your body. So you want to get rid of all the adhesions and any choke points, which are your joints. That's why the 9 gates are your major joints: hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, elbow, and wrist, and upper, lower, and middle spine. So now we're going to bounce. You should hear what we're trying to do is get the skin. We're lifting our rib cage and our shoulders and dropping them down, trying to break up any adhesion in our fascia and sending little shock waves to our internal organs. We're twisting from side to side now to warm up and get rid of any stickiness in our internal organs. And our knees are loose, so we're coming up and dropping down slightly on our heels to send shock waves. So just do this for a minute, loosen up. All right, now we're going to bring our fingers up, throw them down. Just breathe in. Focus on if you're feeling anything in your hands. Breathe out, relax your shoulders. That's really important. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we'll do what's called shake. Dragon shakes his whiskers. So we're going back and forth. Once again, our hands are loose. They're hitting just under our ribs. There's liver 19. That's kind of waking up our internal organs. We're twisting to get the stickiness out. Now we're also warming up our neck. So our chin follows our shoulders. And then to wake up our brain, we pick a point on each side and you focus. Focus as fast as you can. That is focusing as fast as you can, not going back and forth, just really loose. And then if you get a little bit more loosened up, you can move the 2 points closer together. And if you have enough flexibility, don't worry about it. If you don't, you can just pick one point. Okay, now we're going to kind of massage your internal organs by stretching one side, opening up the meridians on one side, squeezing the organs on the other. This is also, our shoulders are staying against the shoulders, so we're not twisting our spine. If you have any spinal problems, you can just stretch a bit while we're doing this. But we're trying to get into a crescent pose, so you're going to come up, your hands come up, one hand goes one way, and then you look at the floor. You come back up. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Oh, it feels good. Just breathe in, look over your shoulder, just relax into it. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Then one more. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're going to do one more stretching exercise. It starts out as a breathing exercise. So what you're going to do is you shift all your weight onto one leg. You come up. So this is important. You want to bend. You don't want to keep your leg locked. Not only are you off balance, but also you want to build up the strength in your ankle and your leg. So the knees bent, you just step out, heel, toe, and then you shift. As you breathe in, you come back to the center, your knees are bent, breathe out. Then your hands come up, bend both knees. You want to step out. The reason you don't want to just throw your foot out, you want to lift and put your foot out because we're trying to build up strength in your leg and your ankle. Breathing in, breathe out. This is called Qigong breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. breathe in, breathe out. So you want to do it slowly, breathe out. Okay, now what we're going to do is where's the stretching. Here goes the stretching. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to breathe in, heel, so no weight yet, heel, toe, and you shift forward. But now what you do is you come back, your toe comes back up. There's 5% of your weight's there for balance. All your weight's back in the back leg, which is bent, so you're building up your leg strength. Your hands come in and then you roll the ball of energy that you've built up down toward your toe. If you have any back problems or any balance problems, just stop at your knee. Otherwise, you can stretch down. Just relax into it. And you're going to come back, so hands come up. Heel, toe, breathe in, come back, all the weight's in the back leg, breathe out, stretch, breathe in, heel, all the way to the back leg, shift to the front leg, and then this first part, see if you can keep your back arched. You're trying to stretch different parts of your back, and then as you breathe out, you can round your back, you can touch your toe. Remember, if you have any kind of blood pressure problems or back problems, you can just do a simple circle as you go back and forth. Otherwise, you try to stretch as you do it. We'll do one more time each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. The other thing to do, all these little details, you're not shifting your weight into the front leg because that'll cause the muscles to tense up and they won't stretch. So as you do this, you come up, you go down, all your weight, you're actually doing this. All your weight stays in your back leg. All right, that's a really good stretching one, and it's a good breathing one too. All right, so in Chinese medicine, you have 3 hearts. One is the heart in your chest, the other one is your abdomen, which pumps fluids, air, oxygen, and blood through your body, and the third one are your calves. We usually talk about doing, like when doing the movements, this gets your calves beating, that facilitates your heart, pushes fluids out of helps your heart move fluids out of your lower body. So that's why it's considered another heart. It's another pump. So you want to get all 3 of your hearts beating. So what you can do is do breathing, which we're going to do today, and walking. So if you learn to do proper breathing and you walk, then you've actually jumped up to kind of the first level of keeping your health. Because walking requires you to walk. Not shuffling, you have to, but if you can do different exercises where you basically step forward or step sideways and momentarily put all your weight onto one leg with the knees bent, that engages your calves, right? So that's your third heart beating. Today, we're going to talk about breathing. Breathing is in everything. If you take martial arts, any kind of meditation, yoga, qigong, everything focuses around your breath, and most of it focuses on your breathing in your lower abdomen. It's called your dantian. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to do some abdominal breathing. There's 2 types, and they're for different purposes. So what happens normally is if you do nothing, people tend to breathe more and more with your chest, and that's actually your panic breathing. So you want to breathe with your abdomen. So just for right now, put your hands up, your thumbs in your navel, and what you're going to do is just going to breathe in, your lower abdomen comes out, breathe out, let it relax, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Remember, so you want it, your shoulders are relaxed, breathe out. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your abdomen's going out at your chest. You're not, shouldn't be doing this. Your abdomen's going out. Breathe out, just let it relax. Okay, so keep doing that. Keep your hands on there just while I talk for a second. So first of all, this it's massaging your internal organs and also stimulating your vagus nerve, which causes calmness. You try to do it while you're relaxed, which lets fluids move through your body, and therefore it's very healthy. If you go on the internet and say abdominal breathing, it'll show 100 reasons why you should be breathing this way. So first of all, for your first step of your practice is you just want to practice this until you're doing it all the time. So like while you're standing in line, you can practice your qigong breathing, your abdominal breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so that's level one. What you want to do actually is, most people now are doing our stomach pushers. They're doing this. What you want to do actually is you want to fill your cavity. So you should feel, you want to try to have your kidneys, your back go out slightly. So you should feel like there's a balloon in the center expanding. All right. Obviously, your stomach's going to go out more because you've got bones in the back and just muscles in the front. But now just breathe. But try to feel your whole abdominal region and your back expand. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, fill your whole lower dantian area. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. So when you're doing most of your movements, like almost all the movements you do in medical qigong, you want to be doing abdominal breathing. This way, your stomach goes out when you breathe in. This is called natural breathing. This is why we normally you expand when you breathe in and contract, when you breathe out. So this is natural abdominal breathing. You should be breathing like this all the way when you're standing in line or waiting for your coffee or just walking around the house. Stop for a minute and just practice your abdominal breathing. After a month or two, you'll be doing abdominal breathing all the time. And that's just generally good for your health and your emotional state. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. So now we'll go to one. So I just was studying with one of my teachers, Stuart in Phoenix, and he did Taoist breathing. So when if you watch babies, they're considered Taoist masters. So you watch babies and do what they do. So if you put a baby down and watch them breathe, we want our breath in. Breath pushes energy and blood through our system, but only if we're relaxed. Anytime that you tense your shoulders or tense a muscle, the energy and fluids get stuck there. So what we want to do is we want to put our hands, is just called Taoist breathing. Relax your shoulders. You want your knees aren't locked. Your knees are just very soft. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in and do your abdominal breathing. You might not be able to see this. So what happens is when I breathe in, see, I'm not breathing just with my stomach. My whole body is breathing. So you want to get it. So I'll even go a little closer here. There you go. So maybe you can see. We're just going to do a few breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're doing natural breathing. So breathe in, your whole center body, lower body is filling with air. Breathe out. So you should see your hands going in and out. That only happens if your whole body is relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. So also you have eggs in your armpits or ping pong balls, so you don't want to be like this. Because of course you can see there's a lot of tension. We're trying to balance the fluids and the energy in our body just by breathing. So this is very relaxing. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Other things that you do is when you breathe in, the tongue goes to the top of your mouth. Right now we'll just say it for all the time, all the movements that you do, breathe in, your tongue goes up. And then when you breathe out, it drops down. Breathe in. Your whole body is relaxed. Breathe out. Now focus on your fingers. You're just trying to feel. It's called yi, it's mind intent. So what you do is you just try to feel the fluids moving through your fingers. You might not be able to do it now, but what happens is after you do it for a while, it almost feels like your fingers are swelling up. It might even feel a tingle. It's okay if they don't. We're just relaxing, and this might be the first time you're doing it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so that's Taoist breathing. We just have names so that it's easier to talk about the things. That's why you give things names. So there's another one. We're doing natural breathing. Let's do it just while you're standing here. You can keep doing it. Natural breathing is for balancing the body, getting rid of anxiety. That also gives us better mental health. Better mental health means we have a stronger body. We want fluids and energy moving freely through our body. So that's why we use abdominal natural breathing with relaxation. We'll do one other movement with this. It's slightly more dynamic. It's called pebble in a pond. There's also relaxation when your fingers coming up. So your hands on a pillow, and you take it away so it kind of just looks like this, right? It's relaxed, right? So it's not dead. Your hands aren't dead, right? You still, but they're not tensed up in any way. If you tense up, that immediately, what happens when you tense up? Energy and fluid stop going there. So that's bad for your hands. We want to get blood and energy moving, keeping our hands healthy. So what we're going to do is your hands are relaxed, and we're on a pond, and a pebble comes out, and your hands, as you breathe in, your hands go up, and that's breathing in. They just come out and slightly in, and as you breathe out, they come back. Sorry, you breathe in, they come out, and then come to our navel, and then as we breathe out, we push them out. So breathe in, you're making two like half circles. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So remember, breathing in, shoulders relaxed. Our hands aren't going up and down. They stay on the surface of the pond. Plus, you're not doing this. Coming here, they're widest here, and then they end up. So it's very relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So remember, and also our third heart is our calves. So what you can do is when you breathe in, like when your legs are soft, and when you breathe in, your hips come up, say, an inch, And then as you breathe out, they drop an inch. So now you're engaging the calves and building up a little bit of fluid movement in your lower body. We'll just do 3 of these. So breathe in. Breathe out. Shoulders relaxed. Everything is relaxed. Just your hips are going up and down slightly. Your hands are going in and out. Breathe out. And then breathe in. Breathe out. That's pebble in a pond. That's also a relaxation one to balance your chi and your flow of energy and fluids through your body, and relax and get rid of anxiety. So it's the other kind of abdominal breathing. It would be the opposite. So when you inhale, you pull your navel in, and when you exhale, you relax your stomach again and it goes out. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, navel comes in, tongue goes to the top of your mouth. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So this is called embryonic breathing as well, too, because what happens is when you're in the womb, instead of breathing with your lungs, you're breathing through the umbilical cord. So you pull oxygen in from your mother by pulling in your stomach, and then it comes in through the umbilical cord, and then when you push out, waste goes out. So this is the opposite. Breathe in. Stomach comes in, tongue goes up, breathe out. You can even breathe in. When you pull in, you can slightly pull up your rectum. Not a lot. We're still relaxed. Our shoulders and everything's still relaxed because we're doing breathing exercises, but it's going opposite. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So you might have teachers that are studying something, they tell you to breathe this way. What's the difference? Well, when you do this, when you do natural breathing, it tries to dissipate anxiety and relax everything. When you do this, you actually are trying to build up your chi, and so in your body, build up the energy in your body. So when you breathe in, you can visualize energy flowing up your spine, over to the top of your head, the top of your mouth. Then when you breathe out, your tongue drops down and the energy flows back to your navel. So that's called the microcosmic circuit. So you're breathing in, breathe out. So breathe in, everything goes up your spine, you're pulling in your stomach. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. So like I said, this is for building up your chi and for purposely moving energy through your body. So why don't you do this all the time? Don't we want more chi? If you did it all the time, it actually could create too much energy, in which case you start getting mentally scattered and your mind starts jumping around. We do natural, so any movements where you're trying to promote your health and your calmness, you use natural breathing, which is most of the time, 90% of the time, when you're trying to actually work on a specific meditation or yoga or even also martial arts. You breathe in, and then when you attack. So you breathe out when you expel. It's like the kia, right? So you use this to move energy. You use relaxation, the natural breathing for your health. Okay, so so one thing you can do, you could just do that as a movement. You can put your hands here, breathe in, do embryonic breathing, and do visualization of energy moving up your spine, over the top of your head to your tongue, and then breathe out. Breathe in, everything's but still relaxed. If you seize up your shoulders, a lot of your meditation practices and have to do with moving, but they get stuck in your spine. There's several places on your spine, and the back of your head is called the jade pillow. Energy tends to get stuck there, so you do different movements to try to clear out those choke points so the energy can flow through. One more of these. Breathe in, breathe out. But now we're going to do got 3 minutes left. So I'll have to refer you to last week's, but we'll just do tracing the wall next week. But we're going to do it this week. You already did it somewhat last week. So there's a movement called tracing the wall. So we're doing this. Your hands are here. You breathe in, your hands come out. Breathe out. So this one, our spine is straight. Our body is going up and down, but only 1 or 2 inches. So you're doing this. That's pumping our lower body. So you're standing here, and your hands are against the wall. So you're breathing in. Breathe out. So it's 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this is circulating, trying to build up your chi. So you can do reverse breathing. You can do natural breathing too, or you can do reverse breathing for this one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. See, once again, if you can see your whole body is breathing. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. But for it to work, except for the muscles that you're using to move up and down, you stay relaxed. So you want to make sure you're not doing this. I'll try to get closer. So for your hands, get a little lower so you can't see. So your hands are actually making a square, and they're staying against the wall. They're not coming in and out, because then you'd be using your muscles. What happens when you use your muscles? That blocks energy flow. So you're here, and you're breathing in, so they go out, and then since you're against the wall, it's good to practice it against the wall. You're here, so you're not here, and then coming in, your hands are staying against the wall the whole time. So they stay out here, they're still against the wall. Come out, breathe. Staying against the wall. Your fingers are touching the wall. Now the back of your hands are touching the wall. Coming up, going out. And that way, you don't want your hands moving back and forth in. They're just staying relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. You're coming down. Breathe in. That was breathe out. Sorry, breathe in. And now, since we're expanding, you're breathing in, and then when you breathe out, you just turn your hands over. So you don't want to go far. You can go a little further here. So you're opening things up and letting more energy flow. But when you get here, you don't want to do this. You don't want to come up and then come back. Your hands come up to about the width of your shoulders, and then they just turn over. That way, you want everything to stay as relaxed. So your hands are not moving. They're staying in the same position. They're staying at the same distance from your body. So all these things, even though they look simple, there's actually a lot of mental things going on too. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can focus on the feeling in your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to do 3 more with reverse breathing if you were doing natural breathing there. So breathe in. When your navel. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Navel gently comes in. You're not doing like any martial arch right now. You're breathe out, breathe in. It's all very gentle because you're using your mind. You're focusing on your fingers and you're moving your body very gently, very relaxed to let the energy flow down. Hopefully, if you, like I said, if you focus on your hands, what you're feeling in your hands, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. All right. So that's for building. This is for, it actually builds up your balance too. You're going up and down, you're building up strength in your legs, you're relaxing, you're getting energy, you're trying to get energy in all these ones moving through your body. And then by being relaxed, your whole body's relaxed. It lets the energy and fluids move through more freely, and it balances your body, it's for your health. Plus, if you do all the little details, it's good for your mental focus too. All right, so we end by pulling down the heavens. I'll try to be symmetrical here. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out, and then clap.